Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can see me. My face looks terrible. I assure you it looks worse than it actually is. Doesn't hurt. Yeah. Anyways, let me know you can hear me, see me, and there's no echo. I know I'm getting an echo, but I hope that's just me and I can cope. I think. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. Karen, can you let me know? Can you hear me? There's no echo. Oh, you could see part of it. Okay, good. So I'm not going to have a whole long announcement period here because I notice when I'm watching videos, there are times where you could go 7 or more minutes before you actually get to the crafting, and I don't want that for you. So I am going to, I want to remind you before I do anything else that the deadline to register for the Taco Fiesta and Conversation Bubbles Handmade at Home is today, end of day today. So for those of you hi Judy, hi Dawn, Karen, Barbara, unfortunately registration is only open in Canada. But for those that are on my team and Tiffany's team, now that we have kind of joined team forces, all of you on Tiffany's team get these tutorials for free. The tutorial will be available for sale to those of you outside of Canada. But here is just a quick peek of my 3 designs. I designed 3 and Denise Cox designs 3, and they are amazing. So for the February kit, which ships at the end of February, the January one just went out. That was the Sharon Milkshake kit. You are going to get, let me hold this so you can see it. You're going to get a half a pack of the Regals DSP. You're getting a full roll of the linen thread. You're getting a full package of the classic matte dots. And you get the supplies to make one of each of the 6 projects and videos to boot. So it's awesome. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Karen. So if you see the banner along the bottom, if you enter hashtag or pound Taco Fiesta, you are going to win one of a couple cards, because remember I said last week I was going to be giving away more than, well, I was going to be giving away something because last week I did not. Okay, we're just going to have to deal with that glare. Okay, so I have made a few projects using this. It's not a bundle, but I mean, they pair so beautifully. So this card is one that's going to be won tonight. This card is going to be one. So this one, I don't think any of them have anything on the inside yet. I can customize them before I mail them. And because I'm mailing a card, it can be anywhere in the world. So hashtag Taco Fiesta. I know these are nothing about tacos, but it's the Conversation Bubbles dies. And then this one from last week is going to be given away too. So there are at least 3 winners. Hi, Diane. Judy, I'm not quite sure what that says. It's Taco Fiesta. If you look along, you're on YouTube. I think you should be able to see it whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. It's just scrolling along the bottom. It's this with no space. Hashtag Taco Fiesta. Now, here's a card that I also showed. I don't know if I can part with this one yet. I think I've got to make a video on how to do this because I know you all want to see how I colored the owl. Now, one more quick thing, and then I will get to the cards. So I shared the Stamping Society tutorial yesterday, and we had the Instagram hop. We are using the Dainty Delights, which is on unorderable status in North America, at least, until the end of March, which is terrible. But if you've had your eye on this bundle, make sure you stock up on the DSP while it's available, because there is coordinating DSP. Now, I know it's not showing on here, but I use the Pretty Pop-Ups dies, which are kind of a sleeper in the catalog, which is a shame because they are so cute. That is from there, and so is this circle. And then here is just a glimpse at some of that DSP. Now, in creating this card, there were a few that did not make the cut. This was my first one, and I love it. I love it. but I took it too far. Do you see the little drops condensation? It took me to a dark place. It took me back to the days of layered and framed decoupage. And I'm like, nope, can't do it. But how cute are the little brushed brass butterflies on there? I don't know who came up with that name, but so there was my first iteration. And I love how there's the DSP. Look, it's even the right way up that way. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. But you've got a few layers. So I would love to give this card away if someone is interested in it. Maybe we'll do a separate one that's all about the flowers. And then here was my first version. Liked it, but it was too busy. So it was fun and messy, but just too busy. Hi, Julie. Yes, it is an adorable set. Now, this one, this might have actually been no, this was the second or third. It was supposed to have one of the wildflower bouquets in there, but it just wasn't working. So that is what got me to this. Ay, ay, ay. Some days, right? So are you excited to see what I'm going to show you tonight? We're going to be more about assembly because I've already done a whole bunch of the prep so that we're not here for hours because, hello, have we met? I don't stop talking. Okay, so these are going to be the cards, ironically, for Taco Fiesta, which have nothing to do with tacos. But it's a cute little fiesta. So I shared that. Hi, Sonia. I shared that the card design that I had in my head that I actually hadn't created it. I had the idea in my head. And you know when you have an idea in your head and you figure you have it all figured out? Karma is there to tell you, nope, you don't got it figured out. So I had this adorable idea, and I can't take full credit for it because the Taco Fiesta set, if you actually look on Pinterest or Google for taco type cards, there is a taco stamp set that is very similar by Lawn Fawn. So they had these two little avocados, and they were having a little baby avocado. So the mama actually had little hands, which we could probably draw on, but I'm kind of scared that I'm going to wreck it. But how stinking cute. Now, I'll be honest, every time I've colored the avocados, I have given them the little pit. But if you were cutting an avocado in half, only one half would have the pit. So these three don't actually, like, they're not one avocado. They have to be three separate ones. That one, his partner somewhere doesn't have a pit. But every time I stamp them, I color the pit, and it's like, wait a minute. They wouldn't, both halves wouldn't have it. So this guy doesn't have a pit, and she has the baby, says yay, but look at his face. This is what made me so giddy. How cute is it? He's winking like, yeah, I did that. I love it. I hope that it's not inappropriate, but it very well may be, which is why I wasn't going to show a picture beforehand. So here's another one. He's got the pit, and he's just got a straight face. She's like eyes closed, all, what's the word, smitten. I use some of the heart pearls, and if you know me, you know that I love coloring embellishments and ribbon to make them fit my project. I will tell you the heart pearls are a challenge. If you color them with blends, which is what you need to color them with because alcohol markers are permanent, they won't come off unless you use an alcohol wipe, for example. The heart pearls are tricky because the ink kind of pools at the bottom. I don't know what it is, but these ones I must have colored like months ago and they were there, and I'm like, perfect. Okay, so there are those two. Do you want to see one that did not make it? He is somewhere. Oh, I tossed him again. I thought he was going to be too inappropriate. So this papa is very surprised. But how stinking cute are they? If you look at these, any of these faces can work for these little pregnant avocados. So this one's all surprised. So I thought, you know what? I've got one that I want to put together with you. I know before, if I've been crafting by the seat of my pants, it doesn't always go well, but I've pretty much got this figured out. We just have to make a couple of little placement decisions. So remember, I said things weren't, hi Kim, things weren't quite coming together. I'm sorry, one of my dogs is like freaking out every time she hears something, sees something. She's like skittish. I don't know what's happened. This is Dixie. Hi. So if you heard a whole bunch of nails on the floor, that was her being skittish. There are 2 dog beds in here. There used to be 3. They love to be in here when I'm in here. Okay, so back to this. Karen's watching. I know the rectangles aren't your favorite die, but they are part of that same bundle. Die set, not bundle. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for like a comic book look, because if you look at the conversation bubbles, they're kind of comic book-esque, right? Like Batman. So I thought, okay, let's do some comic book stuff. And this could be really cute. This one looks like a ghost, but it just wasn't working for what I had going on. So I kept going on. And that brought me to the new memories and more. I'm out of breath. I am literally just standing here and I'm out of breath. So if you've never had memories and more kits packs before, they are gorgeous. They have cards and designs that you can't get anywhere else. So if you saw these 2 and wondered where I made this loose leaf, it was actually the Happiness Abounds? It's the Happiness Abounds bundle. And then I just drew on the lines. And then this is the Stitchery stamp, I think. But these are all completely exclusive to this pack. You can't get these designs anywhere else. So I had no idea when I opened it that it was going to have speech bubbles, conversation bubbles, whatever you want to call them. But there are some really cute designs in here. And if you are a pet owner, there's a couple of cute ones of dogs. There's actually a little layout in the spring catalog. The January to April mini catalog actually has a little layout of one of the designers, and she used this. Lucky to have a friend like you. But there are such cute things in here. And do you want to see the card that I landed on? There's also some stickers in here. There's a dog. These are all the 4x6 ones, so you can cut them down. You can use them for pocket scrapbooking. Thank you, Karen. I don't know if we're going to keep that out yet. But on the comic book theme, if you look up comic book, you will see a whole bunch of like pop art. So you know the dots. I don't know how to describe it, but if you were to look at a comic strip or a comic book, they have like a whole bunch of dots. But they also have the Rays of Light stamp set. Without spending an hour trying to describe it, that is what I did. I used the Rays of Light stamp set with the, what is this called? It's the background die that has all the circles in it. It's right there. What is it called? Dots and spots. And then I thought, okay, I'm not going to waste that. So this started off as like a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I tried using the dots as like a stencil. Didn't work. So this is the dots and spots. It's the Rays of Light. And then I embossed it with the painted texture. So there's a lot going on here. And then the card that I chose was this. Yay, 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 yay. Now, if you are doing something like this and you find that this is too busy, you could actually color this. You could use a blending brush, and this is going to be our first decision. I just decided, am I going to blend this with Tahitian Tide so that it blends in a little more, or am I going to keep it where there is some vellum covering it? I haven't decided how much of this is. That part might look funny if we just put it on a white base. Oh, let me catch my breath. Boy, oh boy. So while you're deciding if I'm going to blend this, I wish that there was like a voting thing on here. I don't think there is. It's not Zoom. Anyways, tell me, should I blend it or do I just leave it? So I thought comic strip, comic book. We've got yay, we've got wow. Do you want to guess what the third sentiment is? On all three of my avocado cards, I ended up cutting them out. I started off on a piece of basic white and every time decided it needed to be cut. So this little guy has a mustache and the little pregnant mama. And do you see that I drew a heart in there? I don't know if it's gonna. And I tried using my paper snips to fussy cut. I need some more practice. I'm not so great. But tip, I swear to you, I use this every time I craft. If you fussy cut and you have a little lip, just take a buffing block and buff it off. Now, the other thing I would recommend is taking your black Stampin' Write marker and at the back. You always want to work from the back. If I go like this and I slip, I've just wrecked my avocado. And I'm telling you right now, I am not stamping this and coloring it one more time. I was actually messaging Tiffany at one point today. I'm like, these avocados are driving me bonkers. I know that this set was designed to be colored with Stampin' Blends, so why are they so small? The bullet tip is too big. So do yourself a favor if you have this, if you have this bundle or the stamp set, or you are thinking about the stamp set, get yourself a color lifter. You'll thank me after you finish cursing. Okay, and if you have a little piece like this that is a little too small to get in, just brush it on from the front, but very carefully. Like not like that. I might suggest using this end. And if your eyes are getting older or tired, like mine are, can I make a suggestion? One, don't color on your mat like this, but two, well, one suggestion, two different options. At Dollarama or Dollar Tree. Okay, I see a couple of votes for blends. Hi, Marilyn. Feline says blend it. Kim says blend in vellum. Marilyn says blend. So if you're, hi, Feline. If you're just, oh, yes. Susan says blend. Dawn says blend. We're blending. Okay, so Dollar Tree, Dollarama, whatever local cheap store you have. If you are coloring something like this and your eyes are straining, do yourself a favor. Either upgrade your glasses or get yourself a magnifying glass, because I found, like, look, I wouldn't have noticed. You probably can't see. I wouldn't have noticed that I had gone outside the circle, her little belly, but look. Ooh, that's hard to show. There's one little spot up there where I've gone out of the lines. So do yourself a favor, and I just keep this in my little craft Lazy Susan, caddy, whatever it is. The other thing I saw was a magnifying sheet. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of trippy. But look at that. I don't know if there's a right or a wrong, and I hope I am not impacting anyone's eyes here, but yeah, that way is terrible. But I'm finding I'm needing this, so if you are getting to an age where you're finding that, I'm not saying a certain age, I'm not saying women of a certain age, if you find that your eyes are struggling, do yourself a favor. Okay, so we all agree on blends. Am I going to blend the entire thing exactly the same, or should we have maybe a darker a darker blend around the outside. Now I'm using a baby blend because that's what I was using when I was making this, but I may go to a larger brush. But please know that the mini catalog has these baby blends. And if you want to see the difference, speaking of babies, it's all about the babies tonight. So the handle is the same length, like everything about this is the same except the brush. And then if you didn't see, there's also a blending brush stand. So it holds 9 brushes. It holds the babies and the mamas. And I love it. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room and it keeps them right there. A magnifying lamp. That may be my next purchase, Susan. Thank you. Yeah, because I'll tell you, it's a little inconvenient to be like this and then coloring. But my eyes just were not having it. And when I get to the next project that I'm going to, we're going to finish it, but it's like 90% of the way done. When I show you that one, you're going to see exactly why I needed magnification. Okay, we're moving to the mama size. Did you decide? Aren't they so cute? Okay, so I can't tell. I can't tell who you are only because StreamYard requires permission to be able to show your name. So if you would like me to know who you are, one, you could just type your name in there, but you don't have to, no pressure. But if you don't want to have to go through that process, there should be something in this post or under this post that allows you to just grant StreamYard access. And you should only have to do it once and not like once per person you follow, I don't think. Okay, what do you think? Should we keep the center a little bit lighter? Do we go a little bit darker? Should I stop like singing? Oh, this is so cute. While I'm doing this, there is, if you are a demonstrator, there was a little surprise announcement this morning. Maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. But 3 times a year, now that Stampin' Up! Has kind of changed their catalog product release strategy, there are going to be online exclusives. So the demonstrator pre-order for the first one just started today. And there will be another one with a pre-order in June. Customer period starts in July. And then I want to say it's October, November, but I could be mistaken. So the customer order period for this one starts March 1st. There is no end time. There was something said that if some things run out of stock, they may be reordered. I can't share any of the images because I don't have them here, but there are some cute embossing folders. There are 2 returning colors. There is an adorable, actually 2 adorable circle dies that are just so cute as part of a bundle that comes with flowers, of course. But I'm really considering getting the dies because they are so cute. There's some embellishments. I can't think of what else. There's also the new wreath kit, which became available today. So many things. So many things coming up. Okay. How can one be so out of breath just from talking? What else is coming up? Oh, creativity delivered for February. Oh, that is cute. Good call, ladies. That's going to have to go on top, isn't it? Creativity delivered for February, deadline is the 10th, is going to be warm welcome bundle. So for those that had participated in creativity delivered before, or members of our teams got to vote on between 2 items for each of the months. And for February, it's warm welcome. And we are featuring DSP that you may not normally pair with this, but we thought that it would be like a great homey decor look. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to myself or Tiffany. Unfortunately, neither one of us have our projects designed yet because we've got our retreat coming up in 2-ish weeks. Packages for that are out. My Handmade at Home is out. It's been busy. New celebration. Oh, yes, thank you. I knew I was forgetting something. So the other thing that came up was there are new items. Well, there are items that have been added as new celebration rewards. They are all current product. The Sweet Songbird Punch is one of them. Along for the Journey, I want to say. What is that paper called? I finally found a use for, well, I found a good way to store my DSP samplers and also use some Happy Planner rings that I had that I didn't know what to do with. Delicate Desert is the name of that DSP. Enjoy the Journey. So this is one of the new celebration offerings. So in my mind, that means that it's not performing very well. There's an abundance of stock. There is the Essential Tag Punch. Again, I don't have it printed, and with the software, I haven't been able to figure out yet. Let's be honest, I haven't had time to figure out yet how I can share my screen. So if you have any questions, again, just reach out. But I will be sending a newsletter that will have the information. Are we using a basic white card base? I'm kind of thinking black. Yeah, there were just so many things to announce, and it drives me crazy because there was weekly updates yesterday. So why not yesterday? Oh, nobody's perfect, right? Yeah, I'm thinking black. I think white would be a little bit too stark. We could maybe have some white on there. What else? What else? Let's do, I think it's going to have to be a side fold card. You should see my desk right now. If you're just joining, don't forget to type in the hashtag Taco Fiesta, and you can, there are 3 cards at least that are up for grabs tonight. Has anyone had to replace their embossing thing? Thinking I may have to. This keeps coming out. They don't sell them individually, but I think if enough of us have this issue, they may. So if you're new to card making or need a refresher, there are, with the standard A2 card bases, North America, you are either way, you're scoring it in half and then cutting it in half the other way. So for the card we are making, we are scoring it at 4 1/4, which is half of 8 1/2. And then we're not cutting it. We're going to line it up on the side of the trimmer and fold it up there. Make sure we butt it up against the edge there. And then you get a perfectly straight card base every time. And then we're going to cut it. And then I just always run my thumb and finger over that edge just to get rid of the little ridge from creating the card base. But not all are as particular as I am. Mine comes, yeah, I did. Okay, so it's not just me. I think we all need to go to the sandbox because mine, actually, now that I'm trying, it won't come out, but usually it would come out. And it's not like you can get replacement blades, but not this part. So I am going to send an email and see what they say. Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking we're just going to put that on there and that on there. We're going to have these 2 spots that don't really have anything. But, oh, and this vellum, if this is your first time joining me, This vellum is not the standard vellum cardstock that Stampin' Up! Has. This is part of the Botanical Layers bundle. I've never seen a bundle that has a stamp set and vellum, like a package of vellum, but these are all the same size. They are 3 3/4 by 5. And there's a couple of different patterns, and truth be told, I don't know how I'm going to use them like this. I mean, I may come up with some ideas, but this is a good stack of vellum, and I don't have to cut it. It's already cut. So, hashtag lazy girl stamping, crafting, I guess. But this is in the annual catalog, and I just love that they're already cut. You do, Feline, especially, my friend, because you are going to get the tutorial for the Taco Fiesta class, the Handmade at Home, for free. Feline, I hope you don't mind me saying, Feline is on Tiffany's team, so she will be getting that tutorial for free. I did just upload for any of you that are on the Pretty Crafty team. I did just upload the Handmade at Home Share a Milkshake tutorial, the bonus class. If you register for this class and you add on the stamp set or the dies or both, typically it would be a bundle, but I'm offering it for both, you are going to get a bonus class featuring the adorable owls. And that will be 2 designs each from Denise and I. So 4 designs. You don't get the cardstock kit for this one, but you get the tutorial and you get the stamp set for free. I am a little behind on that, so that's not designed, but I assure you they're going to be adorable. So yes, I posted a few of them. Actually, Una, I did not. This is from the Memories and More pack. This is, I don't recall what this is called, but it's the Memories and More pack that is part of it's in the January to April mini catalog. So they're the 3x4 cards, not the 4x6. But I mean, I love typography stuff like this. Love it. Okay, so I digress. Feline, you won't need to. You will get the bonus tutorial, and so our team members get all of our tutorials for free. Now, since Tiffany and I joined teams, which I mean, we use that loosely because we're in different countries. We can't, like, I don't have access to her reports and vice versa. And Stampin' Up! Will never recognize us as an official team because we cross markets. But all of our team members get all of our tutorials for free. Now, that is a bonus for my team members because they used to only get certain ones. Now it's every single one. So the Handmade at Home and the bonus classes they will get. That was some Yoda type grammar, wasn't it? They get all of our tutorials. So Stamping Society just was posted. Oh my goodness, was just posted yesterday, and that was the Dainty Delights. So every month. And that being said, I don't want to make this like a commercial, although I'm talking so much in between that maybe you want a commercial. Train off the tracks. What was I going to say? Oh, the starter kit that is part of the January to April catalog. That just rolls off the tongue, let me tell you. The starter kit in that catalog is unlike any other starter kit I've ever seen. Where is it? There it is. There are 3 different options to join. And when I say join, you're purchasing the starter kit. So you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to make videos. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do Facebook Live. You can simply use it for your own discount, or you can just get it for the kit and never place another order and just drop at the end of the quarter. Although there's a little bit of a grace period. So there's no pressure. You're never going to get pressure from me. You get all of those tutorials. You get the starter kit options. And I don't know if I have my celebration thing here. Brochure. There are a couple different options. Two of them include the mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. You can see my little mini up there. So there's the white one. There's also the new boho blue. But the deal I would recommend, because it's a heck of a deal, is the third option, which doesn't include a mini machine. It includes $225 worth of product for only $135. And depending on the province that you live in, you may or may not have tax on that. In Manitoba, you do. There's free shipping, but you can't go wrong. Literally no commitment. You don't ever have to place another order again, but so many of our team members enjoy it for their own discount. Now, I'm not going to adhere this vellum quite yet because it would be risky. Is that what it's called? Commingle. I love it. Where is my celebration brochure? Well, here's my catalog, so let's find that. The join offer must be in here too, although I think it's only in celebration because it only lasts till the end of February. You have 27 more days. Here, capture the moment. So there is Caitlin from home office. She's got her dog and it's just so cute. And there's another one that's in the main catalog that goes really well with the planner. Honestly, I don't know where my celebration brochure went. I usually have it right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, quickly. Okay, boho blue. These two are the same price. So you are paying $175 and choosing $225, which includes those machines. You're basically, I think you're getting it for half off because it's a $63 machine. But this one, if I could do that again, I absolutely would. You are getting like 3 times what the normal starter kit is. It's incredible. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Don't think that this is some great big commitment. It's really not. You can decide it's for you or it's not. No harm, no foul. Okay, focus. So here's my little mama and papa. His mustache has some Winkostella, so do his eyes. I find that makes such a huge difference when you're doing critters or something cute like this. It really brings them to life. Now, when we are adhering this, I don't know, like, do we want it just on here? Do we need like a stitch circle or something to break it up? I don't know. But here we've got, she's saying yay. He's saying wow. Maybe they're both saying wow. And he's about to get his butt kicked. He's saying, oh. Now, I love this, but that's also a lot of blue in that spot. What do you think? Do we need something to break it up? Feline, same. I think everyone that starts, whether they intend to do this as a business or not, start out for sure as their own best customer. I was at a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, is anyone ever going to shop with me? And yes, thank you. Thank you. But yes, I think a lot of us tend to be our own best customers. So I also die cut a couple of the little accessory dies. So there's a couple of hearts, there's stars. These are the flowers that are right there. But I thought those would be cute. And then we've got a heart over here, which might be just what we need to break up all of this blue. Because I really don't want to stamp and die cut that again. But what do you think? Do we need something to break it up? It looks cute from here. But I do have this little thing of die cuts. So we could put them on a banner. Don't love that. We can put them on a rectangle. Probably the same idea. I do have a stitch circle, which might be just what we need. just to break it up. Now I could also maybe move this over here. So see, this is the part that I needed your help with. I kind of feel like I don't want to cover up all that yay, but then we end up with a lot over on this one side. Help me. There, that one could go down there. What do you think? It looks good when I look at it like up there, which is up here to you. Hello, sweet Pam. Hi, Kathy. Oh boy. Melanie says, say hi to the shopping group. You have 23 watching. Oh my goodness. So Melanie and I say and I very loosely, just finished our seasonal de-stash sale. So at the end of a catalog, we have a sale where we sell our retired product, and that is just wrapping up. I've had people come and go, and well, yeah, coming and going, picking up their stuff. We're getting there. We've made a good dent. But yeah. Oh, what do you does it look good? I could maybe put a little bit of blue on there, but I kind of feel like I might overdo it with the blue. I could put a little bit of Granny Apple Green on there to give her a glow. You know how they say pregnant women are just glowing? This has taken a long time already, hasn't it? So if you are new to me, I talked a lot before I found out I had ADHD, but it just makes so much sense now. So this is why I can't just do a half-hour live stream. And those that can tolerate me stay, those that can't go. I'm not for everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know this. So I appreciate you. If you are still here, thank you. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. Maybe oh, Feline did not just say that. Of course, Feline said that. Facebook user, wow, sorry to be so late. Love this set. Can you let me know who you are? Because right now it just says Facebook user. If you are new to this, if you grant StreamYard access, they will show your name, but you could just type who it is. You are a talk, drink of water. I love it. Well, Feline, and it would be green distressing. I feel like that is you. All you. Speaking of which, I am going to have a drink. I'm a talk, drink of water. Also, if you're just joining, hashtag Taco Fiesta will get you entered for, at this point, it's 3 cards. I might decide it's more. And it's open worldwide. I can send cards anywhere. So when we do the draw, the first person will have their choice and we'll go from there. Okay, maybe let's set this aside for a minute. I'll finish it and take a picture, but I feel like this is where we're gonna land. I don't feel like it needs any ribbon, right? Susan says mental typo. Whoops. I figured you did, but I mean, it was perfect. Perfect. Okay. Oh, hi, Kathy. It's funny. It shows your name there. Maybe you just granted it, but it also shows your name there. Weird. Oh, I love you too, Barbara. Okay, so I will take a photo of this once it's all assembled. I'll decide maybe what I'll do, since this has already been almost an hour. But I mean, look, so this has been a group effort, but you also got to see these ones. And I've still got one more to show you. We're not going to make it. We're just going to put the last touch on it. You're going to help me with a placement call and we're done. Maybe what I'll do is I will die cut one more of these circles. And if you're wondering where this circle came from, it is from the, Karen, what's the name of our favorite die? This one. Picture this die. So I use the rectangles there, which I don't use very often, but the circles. So it is the largest circle from that die. So the negative, the positive, they're both brilliant. Okay, I'll do one with a little bit of green in the middle and one white, and then you can vote on it. So, are you ready? I'm so excited to show you this one. Thank you. I mentioned, I think it was last week, because I've been focusing on the Taco Fiesta and conversation bubbles, at least the conversation bubbles, for 2 weeks. If you have a suggestion as to what you want me to feature next, I know I haven't been posting enough on Instagram, and oh my gosh, reels take so long. That one that I made showing you this took me 2 hours. I could have made a full-length video in that time. I could have made 2 full-length videos and edited them. So I'm sorry that you're not seeing all of my ideas, but I'm trying. So I mentioned that a very talented fellow Canadian, Verena Shapiro, I hope I'm saying her name right, Simple Stamper on Instagram. I stumbled upon her account one day and instantly I'm like, oh, will you join the Insta Hop that I host every month? And she said yes. She is a brand new artisan. I feel like she's going to be coming out next, but she's not. She is on the artisan design team this year, and she's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I think it was last week, I was talking about this adorable set of cards that she made that had the piñata and fringe. So Tiffany Almeida was sharing a couple weeks ago that she ordered these scissors on Amazon. So I have had my PC fringe scissors for years, and I used it to cut my basil. So you just, that or onions. So I grabbed them out of the kitchen today, and I took a large piece of the Happiness Abounds, happiness something, and I cut a fringe along it. Can you guess what it's going to say? So I recreated, or I cased her card. So she had this, I've already assembled most of it. We're not going to be like another 3 hours. I took some more of that. Oh, what is it called? I'm going to keep referring to it as the wrong name. So it is Hues of Happiness. I was flipping through this today and can't believe how many of the annual catalog papers I never got. I actually didn't get one of my annual catalog shares. There's no room. But I used this paper, and then I used this to do the fringe. So I'm going to forget that name. Happiness Abounds. Happiness Abounds. So I took my scissors and I cut. And then all I did on the back, you might be able to see a little bit of seal here. I tried adhering it so that it wouldn't come up, but then it seemed a little too stiff. So I just took them and bent them. I went back and forth about the fresh freesia and Highland heather being on top or being underneath, and I finally went for underneath. There is a bit of a gap there. But I also die cut the letters. This is the Alphabet a la Mode dies, and I presented these at Onstage in Vancouver with my little chopped basket of randomness, and I don't think I've used them since. It's like I have PTSD. So I used them for the first time post presentation today and added them to this banner because it felt way too busy to just have them right on that DSP. It still feels a little busy. It's not perfect, but I extended the length of this Stylish Shapes die by just doing some partial die cutting. Otherwise, it would have been like feast, spelt wrong, fiest. But I took the candies that are part of the Taco Fiesta, and I stamped off very lightly using smoky slate. It doesn't want to focus. It's almost like there's water on my camera. But do you see the little candies and the springs? They're probably not springs. They're like little streamer type things. So I put them on there, and I colored my little unicorn piñata, which is when I discovered I needed this. I was outside the lines so many times. So get yourself some kind of magnifying tool, but this thing is tricky to color. So I need your help. So Verena's card, she had the pinata kind of hanging there, but her fringe wasn't it wasn't this long. It wasn't sticking out this far. Like these are like snuffleupagus eyelashes. I just thought of that now. You know you're a dork when you laugh at your own joke. So I can't have it like hanging there because it's not going to work. So I could have it up there as if it's kind of hanging from the ceiling of the card. We could have the Fiesta down here, or we can put Fiesta up there and this guy down here. But I feel like that's too heavy at the top. So tell me what you think. They are eyelashes, aren't they? So if you don't have a pair of these scissors, or if you do and you're wondering how to use them, now obviously, you know what, I'm not going to cut into this because I feel like I could use these and make another card and it could just be like the blocks. So I'm just going to take a scrap. This is stamped Smoky Slate at full strength. This one was stamped off. It ended up being a little too pastel though. So all you need to do is take them and cut. Now, if you stop, you end up with kind of a little weird thing. The other thing you can do, okay, so this was the end, right? Like I just naturally stopped. But if you go a little bit higher and you just stop, you won't have that weird little thing. But then they also curl kind of funny. So experiment before you take like your only piece of DSP that you want to use. Now, the other thing I might recommend is not going quite as high up as I did, unless you want the eyelashes. But I mean, you can just go like this. It doesn't have to be this crazy big fringe. You do want to make sure that you go at least far enough that you can't tell. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be the same distance as here. So it's up to you if you want short little stubby lashes or snuffleupaguses. Oh, I kill myself. Pinata on top, Fiesta on the bottom. I agree. I feel like it's way too top heavy like this. So I think I'm going to pop it up. Now the other option is we kind of pop it up here, but I feel like something gets lost. I would have loved to have covered that up, but it was not to be. I could maybe add a little bit of twine. I have ordered so many of the Baker's Twine Essential Packs, and I still don't have white left. I can't even tell. I've got like 4 rolls of crumb cake. No white. Kind of feel like the parakeet party would be nice, but where do I adhere it? And she is just a flying unicorn pinata, and we will deal. So I got to work from home today. We get to work from home 3 days per month. Odd number, I know. But it's a pilot. We are all so grateful to have the ability to do this. And because I was working from home and because we've had this D-Stash sale, I had people coming by on my lunch hour and after work. And I thought I would get more done, like on my lunch break and after work, because I went right from the dining room table to... I know I'm overdoing this. You know me. This is why I need my discount. Oh my gosh. And just in case you're wondering, this set does not have dies. You have to fussy cut, or you can use Brother Scan and Cut, which I thought about using for this little unicorn. But even though it is literally right there and has Parakeet Party on it, it's still too much of an effort to get the mat out and scan it, and the level of my laziness. I'm like, just cut it. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, yes, it was a work from home day. It was lovely. Tomorrow I've got some PD that I wasn't even supposed to be going to. But I stuck my neck out and asked if I could attend. It's about basically mental health. It's well-being in the workplace. And I'm like, yes, please. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. Okay, should this be right at, yeah, don't cover the fringe. How about, well, I don't want his ears popping up. So, oh, look how cute. I put Winkostella on its tail. I don't know what is going on with my camera. It's not as good as it should be. I don't know. Can you see it better there? Probably not because the light is blocked. Wrong way. I don't know if you can see the Winkostella, but it is so cute. There we go. I will try and get a good picture of it afterwards. I told you a couple weeks ago I was getting some new equipment. I got a mirrorless DSLR camera, Canon M50, and I've been a Canon fan like as long as I can remember because my mom had a Canon 8U1 when we were growing up, and that is what I learned to take pictures on. I'm by no means like a photographer. I can fumble my way through ISO and aperture and all that kind of stuff, but once I get my face under control and the lighting all figured out so we don't have glares and all of that, like this thing is so much better. So much better. Oh, thank you, Pam. Feline says she's de-stashing her stash, going to give my granddaughter a bunch of retired DSP, ink pads, and wood stamps. Nice. That's awesome. I had a woman picking up some of her sale items yesterday, and there was a donation bag there that had puzzles. And I was half joking. I'm like, hey, do you want some puzzles? She said, yes. It's awesome. This bag has been sitting by my door for I don't even know how long. I said, I can't guarantee that all the pieces are there, but it's a fair amount of good puzzles. Okay. I think I'm all talked out. I think. So I am going to take some pictures of this guy, and then I think maybe one of the, I might make another one because this one's so cute. I don't know that I want to give it away. But I think one of the people that are lucky enough to sign up for the Taco Fiesta Conversation Bubbles class is going to win this one. If you would like to see a full-length video on how to create this card, like the coloring, the fringe, all of that, I mean, I showed you kind of what you need to know, but if you would like a full-length video on this, let me know. I do, and I haven't forgotten, I do still need to do the video for the calendar. I haven't even changed it, but granted, it's only February 1st. But this is the Days to Remember stamp set, and they are currently blank, and I can just stamp whoever, whatever I want on here. But I want to show you how to use that Days to Remember stamp set. They're not all cut perfectly. So let me know if you would like to see a video on that. I think I'll take that off later. But I haven't forgotten. It's on the docket, just hasn't made it. Okay, so the giveaways. The giveaways. Let's go to StreamYard. Okay, now this one is actually for someone I know who is pregnant, and I thought I'm not going to give her the winky guy. We're definitely not giving her the oops guy. I want to give her the one that is like legit happy, and it says Félicitations and congratulations in like every language. But we are going to, should we do 5 cards? I know that's a random number, but we could do that, right? 5 winners. I'll get some Post-its ready. There's only 8 entries. That doesn't seem right. Okay, I will give you 1 more minute. Enter your hashtag Taco Fiesta. Make sure it's 1 word, because I think maybe it's not counting. if it's not one word. All lowercase, hashtag Taco Fiesta. Oh, I love this card. Also, if you're on Instagram, make sure you go follow Verena. She's fabulous. And don't forget to sign up for that class. Today's the last day. I'm placing the order tomorrow. Okay, now we got some more. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Hi, Barbara. You know, Marilyn, there's been a few people that have used the scissors, and it was so funny when I saw Tiffany's video. She's like, I just ordered these on Amazon. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, you can see this isn't the first time these have been used, but I know they used to be sold as crafting scissors, but mine are kitchen ones. Thank you, Feline. Okay, heading over. That's better. 14. So we're going to draw for 5 cards. I wish you could see this. Should I hold? I'd say I'd hold up my phone again, but the last time I did that, it was very shaky. Okay, Kathy is the first winner. I got Post-its out. Why am I using this? And Kathy, I don't even want to attempt to botch your name. F-U-E-R-S-T. Furst. So you tell me, hopefully you're still here, because I don't want to, well, now I got to go over here. Don't go away yet. Still 4 more cards. Okay, so Kathy, you tell me which one. Oh, turtle. Good choice, my friend. If you want to recreate this, this is the Playing in the Rain bundle, which Tiffany and I will be using in April, I want to say. One of the months. Watch my live stream from like 2 weeks ago, and I show you how to color him like this. He's like a little Sheldon. Okay, now the next one. Draw again. You're just going to have to trust that I'm saying the right thing. Sherry Roger is the second winner. This is fun. I just wish I could figure out how the heck to get this on here for you. Sherry Roger. And Kathy, I'm pretty sure I have your address, unless it's changed. Appropriate April showers. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I sense a theme. Are we going to keep going? Sherry wants the bird. Also, if you don't have this bird, it's now, the punch is now part of Celebration, so don't miss out. Okay, draw again. We got 3 more. And usually I wouldn't do this many, but last week I told you, because it was taking forever, kind of like this week is, that I would draw twice. Well, I can't count. Sonia De Silva is our next winner. Messy Stamper, I think. It only says Messy Stam on there. So Sherry, if you can send me your mailing address, that would be great. Sonia, I don't know if my memory is so short. I'm like, is it a capital? Is it not? It is not a capital. Okay, Sonia. I don't know if she's still here. We'll give it. Oh, the one you made tonight, please. This one? The one that I kind of half made tonight? Okay, so we have these 2 left. This is the one I made last week. This is one I made after work today, as I was panicking to get this all done before 7:30. Okay, 2 more. Everyone on pins and needles? I'm going to put all my stamps back before I lose any. For those of you that were maybe watching last week, I was mentioning that some of my photopolymer stamps aren't sticking quite as well as I would like them to, and I was told to clean my blocks. Now, I noticed today that it's not just my blocks that are having an issue holding the stamps, it's even the acetate. So I don't think that my blocks are the problem, but I will clean them. Barbara McLeod is our fourth winner. I'm going to keep this up while I spell so I don't spell it wrong. So winners, please, please, please send me your address. I'm not good with the post office. I get things out when I have to. I still have a card that I have to get out for Deb. Oh, speaking of my turtles, if these are the cards you're looking for, it says conversation bubbles and it'll have this card on there, but look at the coloring. Pretty darn good if I do say so myself. So if you haven't considered this conversation bubbles bundle, you need it. Even just the dies, but I'd say the whole thing. Okay, Barbara McLeod. I think you're still here. Miss April Showers. Okay, so I can't move that one too much. So I will get, wait a minute. Yeah, I was going to say, why do I have two left? I have to pick, yes, I thought so. The conversation, this one? I mean, yes. Just check with me first because I am in the office tomorrow, so I would hate for you to come during the day and I'm not here. Okay, last one. Last draw. So this one is for the little pregnant avocado with her winky bow. Okay, Sonia got that one, but I'm sorry, Sonia. I'm going to draw again. I know I didn't say one only, but I'll say it now. Cindy Hershey is our last winner. So Cindy, if by chance you are not interested in this card, please let me know. Or by not sending your mailing address, I'll know you don't want it. But everyone that has won, except Barbara and Kathy. So Sherry and Sonia, send me your mailing addresses and I will get these off to the post office to get them off to you and off of my desk. So I thank you so much for joining me. That was an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I know this was a lot. I hope I have inspired you to get these two products, whether it be together or separate. If you're able to join our Handmade at Home class or purchase the tutorial, or as a team member, you're going to get the tutorial for free. There was one more. Oh, I want to mention for Creativity Delivered, I can't remember. I want to say it's March when we're doing the Easter Bunny bundle. Please, please, please order your bundle sooner rather than later. The Clover Punch sold out last week and will not be returning. This catalog is only from January to April. It's only 4 months. And if in the first month we have items that are selling out, I would hate for it to get closer to our class and you don't have the product. So if you're wanting that Easter Bunny bundle, especially because it's a punch, please get it right away. We have, we're using a Dandy Designs paper and I've got 4 full packages right here. So I want you to have the bundle, and the punch is so cute. I haven't actually opened mine and I can't reach it, but that's all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon, my crafty friends. I will take a picture of this, and maybe Sonia, you can let me know whether you want the green blended circle or the white one, but I will still post that picture and ask you which one you prefer for all of you. So that's all. I'm going to stop talking now. Bye.